Hello there and welcome back to Ryukyu East. We have some rebel issues here too, but nothing too serious I think. Should be able to deal with them without too much fuss because, well, we actually have peacetime here. But the only issue we have right now is, well, in terms of infamy, because we're running out of it more or less. We need to get some infamy running one way or another. And the way I'm thinking of doing that is probably going off the British here, take nationalism on the young man, and then simply use colonialism to take the rest here, as along with fighting the Castilians some more. And also we could potentially go after Korea some more too. Nationalism here, nationalism against Ming too. I have pretty much everything in my culture group. So if we took a quickly look at that, that is a pretty decently sized area here. So yeah, I have a lot of things that I can just take now for 2 infamy each, and that will give me more or less the leverage I need to start pushing westward from here. And other than that, there aren't really that much happening. There are some things here, Malacca, Brunei, but still not really too much of an issue here. But once again, as I said, we need to build up at least a little bit of an army here. I think we actually are. There are 2,000 units standing there, otherwise there just is 24,000 men here. So yeah, we need to build up some more of an army here, but it will take a while. So we'll set the 3 guys on well production for now. We'll also start producing some men over here that we can well send overseas, I guess. And this is a little bit of a pickle, I guess. Also that when you set these guys to actually rebel hunt, most of them don't really do what you want them to, they just run around. As you can see, this guy up here is going down there, and of course he'll be done sieging, or the rebels will be done sieging far before he actually can get there. So it's better if you could actually set them to a zone that's more or less their responsibility, I guess, in, well, one way or another, and then have everything then come after them, I guess. But still, it should work out fine. I'm not really completely sure what kind of army I want to build. Probably 124k man and 120. So yeah, we'll go for that for now. And once again, I'm doing quite bad on the monetary side of this, so we'll save up a little bit of cash, I think. Yeah, we should be alright. But still, concerning targets, we have Austria, we have Castile, we have soon to be Great Britain. Only real problem here is that we need to land some troops over in Leinster or Minster here then, and also have some more troops over over here. We'll join this fleet up with the one that's actually standing there, because, well, that is one that I actually forgot about. But still, we can also use Ming here as a stepping stone if we want to, by taking Guangzhou, Guilin, Guangxi, Wenshan and Xishuangbanna. We'll be able to take these provinces here for 1 infamy and then simply continue south. And that is actually a little bit more tempting. I don't know how many men Ming has now, which is kind of a small dilemma, I guess. But still, they shouldn't have that much, and we still have better troops. As you can see, we're also pretty damn good on economy. So a little bit surprised that Vinagyar is actually 3rd, with Castile and Great Britain coming 4th and 5th. Where's Bohemia? They're actually all the way down here, even though they have a lot of land. So yeah. Also, you can see in technological department we're also doing quite well, especially government. So yeah, let's see here. Armies total 416,000. Austria has a lot, Bavaria has a lot, Ming also has a lot, but still nothing that we can't really deal with. And when does my PC with Korea end? 8th of March 1652. So yeah, 2 more years, and then we'll probably go ahead and take well, take these 3 at least, and then probably just take everything we can here, and then start moving and just churn our way over. But yeah, the real problem here now is mostly just in terms of rebels. I don't really get this one, why I actually have to walk around the entire halfway around Africa. I don't know where it belongs. It actually belongs there. So yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise that they actually do it this way. But also, so yeah, these guys, we'll sort this out sooner or later. But as I said, the only real problem now is to find a suitable target. Great Britain is one. But we should probably also wait a little bit. As you can see, our well, is quite high. Not surprisingly enough, we also have a little too many units. National Rivals Risk, the guy is also working, so yeah, we'll have to see what we'll actually do here. But for now, there aren't really that much we can do. We have to wage war against someone sometime, probably against Japan or something. Korea, Manchu, and Ming. Don't want to do that. Probably want to go against Manchu though. Nope, Ming there too. So the only actually viable solution to this is actually going after Austria and just shutting them down as they come, basically. Or going tribal conquest on the Mamluks. That's also a solution. We could probably, to make it easier for ourselves, just go a tribal conquest on Mudapao down here and not take Barva, which is a core of ours. And that is actually a quite tempting thing to do. Just take these four to actually get some infamy to burn. And also, because I think it's better to do it that way. So we'll go ahead, do that. So we actually have infamy to burn. Could probably do the same thing up at what's the place? Do the same thing with Huron here to just annex them. Also, it will give me 6 infamy, but it shouldn't really be that bad. So that is the plan. Nothing of this is actually, I think, of too much interest, seeing as, well, Liverpool just lost their entire army, and otherwise sieging I think will go pretty damn fast. The only really issue here is that I have a lot of rebels to deal with, basically, but other than that I think more or less everything should turn out fine sooner or later. The only real issue is the war exhaustion, which I actually have no idea still on how it actually went up. I still probably just have forgotten something somewhere, and that came back to bite me pretty hard. But still, once we actually get some more cores, get a little bit to cool down, we should be able to sort that out without too many issues. As you can see, there are only 4 places that we currently have problems, so to speak. So yeah, we're doing pretty good now. It's always sometimes you get some little problems, but yeah, it came back to bite me right away. Offensive or defensive, we actually want probably, what are we currently going towards? Defensive, so then we'll go defensive, simply to boost our fortresses a little bit, especially against rebels, but also to get the little leader siege bonus there. It will probably help out at least a little bit. So yeah, we'll go ahead I actually want that one too, when I think about it. But there is also the same little issue here. There are a lot of rebels here, but they still pop up at an alarming fast rate. There should be at 2-3 rebels a month, but I usually get 5 or 6. And that is more than I was promised, I guess you could say. Let's go see here, let them go. Yeah, we'll let them go. It doesn't really matter if we lose all of the stability for, well, no good reason, I guess. We also have so Bourbon actually defected to Castile. Wow, that is... I can't actually take Bourbon back, that sucks. Don't I have a core on it? No. I'll actually have to act on the defected province if I want it, but yeah, don't really want to. So yeah, this is actually the reason, as I said, why I want to control the armies myself, because otherwise they just do a little bit of stupid walking, and also it's a pain to do it yourself, and that is why I actually hate long games like this. But still, there were some rumors that they had found a way to make this feasible, but apparently they didn't. It's just some kind of bullshit that I unfortunately believed in. So yeah, still, most of these patterns don't really make any sense, especially this one. So yeah, if they even just could just stop where they were and find out what the hell they wanted, that would be quite helpful. But they won't even do that. They'll just run around like, well, stupid people and end up in trouble. So we'll go ahead, take those 4, put this guy on rebel hunting down here, this guy as well. And until the next war, I'll just deal with these rebels and then I'll get back to you. Protection tech 23 has been reached, and with it we have, well, gone point of production tag, but also as you can see we are a little bit easier to suppress rebels now that I'm actually doing it on my own. It's a lot of micromanagement, but it's certainly advisable, especially if you're having issues with it. As you can see, I've been creating some more troops as well, but it's far more easier now to keep troops like or rebels under control. And well, it's as I said, a lot easier. Although when they actually pop up here, I have a tendency to actually forget about them. But still, we have more or less most of them under control, so shouldn't really be that much of an issue. Also, we are soon ready to start moving troops over to the other side. That will say the Chinese side, and that should be alright. The only real issue here is that the war exhaustion is going down slowly but surely, and we're still having a little bit too many rebels for the level of war exhaustion we have to actually be feasible, and that is a little bit of a surprise. Also, I have still some units that are running around hunting rebels, even though they aren't really allowed to. So it'll take a little while to actually sort them out, but all in all I think things are looking out good now. Another reason is that the automatic rebel hunters usually run through deserts, and they don't actually worry about, well, to be frank, the costs in terms of men of walking through these deserts. So all in all, it's better to just do it yourself like I do, rather than actually hoping the AI, at least in this game, does it for you. I'll do a little test on it in EU3, but still, it's still better to do it yourself. Also, we're running low on infamy again, so I could go after Castile here. Take these islands too, simply to make sure that they can't do any crap over here. And also because burning the infamy, I'll have to do it sooner or later, but I'll go for colonization where I can. Unfortunately, that means that this island is unfortunately lost, can't really be taken back, and that sucks. But still, we can take Delta, Samtoy, and Cagayan. Delta and no, Samtoy is here. I have to find out what Delta is. I'm actually a little bit unsure. What's here? The Tangiers and Ceuta. Where is Delta? We'll go ahead, find, and Delta. Yeah, it's actually over here. Should probably have realized it, but still, it's sieged by the Mamluks, so nothing really that we can do about it for now. Or seized by the Mamluks, so nothing we can do about it. They're allied with Ming, however, I don't think actually Ming will join in. I don't think they are tempted to do so. So we'll wait a little bit with the colonialism against Castile until they have sorted out their issues with the Mamluks or Oman. Yeah, it's Oman now. The Mamluks first, then Oman. But still, it's a little bit worrisome that they can't even deal with Oman here on their own. And probably, if Austria joins in, we should probably do a colonialism against them as well. But I actually want to try and dismantle the Holy Roman Empire, simply because it's annoying. But yeah, we'll have to actually see what we'll do in the end. But for now, we'll go ahead and declare a nationalism war on Korea once we actually have our troops in a position to do so. And that we actually have now. So we'll go ahead, declare war, nationalism, and there will probably be someone who joins in, but no, Ming did not join in. They didn't and that is not really that surprising when you think about it. If you move, we tax it, and boom, no more army for Korea. So yeah, this is actually the positive things about starting here, taking what belongs to, well, my culture, and it's probably something that I'll be doing a lot more. This is actually, though, very much attrition creating, so yeah, I wouldn't really advise it to anyone to do so. They are not gaining any attrition now, but simply the loss of men, I think, is enough to force this outcome. So try not to do the same thing that I'm doing, although I am complaining about, I guess you could say then, in the end, what I'm complaining about is problems that I create myself. But now I should not gain any attrition yet still. I'm gaining a little bit, simply because they're not completely reinforced, I think. Nope, they actually are. So yeah, it's a little bit I don't know how to put it, worsen, because I don't really know how attrition is calculated then if it doesn't work like this. So yeah, have to see. I'm actually also tempted to go to war against the British right now, simply because they are actually here bothering Manchu, and that could cause some trouble for me in the end. But there we go, Korea has been completely sieged, I thought. Do we have land anywhere else? I actually have a little dot of land down here, but still it should be alright to simply take everything up here now and then go south later on. But as you can see, we got a fairly good peace deal still. Ryukyu Korea has been well formed, I guess you could say, and we'll place our troops here to deal with any and all rebels. Shouldn't really be that many, but still we'll probably gain a little bit of a attrition here still, but it's at least lowering now instead of gaining like it was before. And also I'm a little bit timid right now, I guess you could say, to go to war against anyone, being a little bit careful, but don't let it fool you. We'll go to war soon enough. Gain core on Delta, well, that's good enough. Reconquest. So yeah, if the British actually take here, we'll probably go to war against them. A colonial war to take these 3 provinces back, and that should work out to our advantage. The only thing that doesn't though is that I actually have to fight them, and that will cause a lot of men and sooner or later attrition. But hopefully it will allow me to force them to the point where I actually have to give up. They will lose something themselves, and all in all, give me a little bit of progress, I guess you could call it. But still, the army here is almost done. The army that's to be sent to Asia, more or less. And once it's actually done, we'll send it over, and then we'll start fighting. Probably start a fight against Ming first, and then Great Britain afterwards. Why can't I pick the navy that studs here? There we go. It's a little bit tricky to actually just pick out the navy sometimes. So yeah, surprisingly enough, Britain only took 1 province. 21,000 man armies apparently. Nope. We'll send 1 of those to each of these. I'll get some attrition while sending these guys over the sea, of course, but nothing that we can't handle, I think. So 44,000 men more to the eastern battlefront, so to speak. Should give me at least pretty dominant control in the area. I don't think I'll be challenged by anyone else then. So yeah, the only real problem is, can my ships sail the entire way without any backup? And that is a bit of a pickle here, a bit of a gamble. But still, it's something that should be possible. I'm actually tempted here now to go war on both of them at once. We'll take Manchu here, then we'll continue down south, and also we'll actually get colonialism on Bohemia, I think, because these are actually new colonies as far as I can see. So we can start fighting Bohemia from this side too, since we actually have units standing in the middle of them. It will help there too. We'll take Podloga and Cherson simply because we can, which will give us a border to the water. And I actually realize now what probably half of my war exhaustion actually came from, and that is basically me having these troops here. Why? Because there were too many to actually stand there. You only need a little big army to actually gain a lot of war exhaustion. So that's a little bit of an advice there. It's it doesn't take long to screw up real bad, and I have a tendency to do so pretty fast, as you might have noticed. So yeah, we'll sort this out sooner or later. We actually want to get 33 for another idea, I think, and after that it's a little bit open what we do. Tibet actually inherited a throne, but still it makes them a little bit more of trouble to Ming. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is, even though Bohemia has some rebel issues, as you can see, if I declare war on Ming, they will probably join in and attack on the other side, and I don't want them to. I seriously don't want them to get involved in my war with the Ming, simply because I can take down Ming by myself. I don't really need any help, and I don't want them to take any more land than they already have. So Yeah, I actually have one rebel hunter unit here running around, not doing anything anything smart. So yeah, I'll actually keep it here and actually keep it there. That's also something, they don't go around, they actually just walk straight through your big units, so that too helps on creating war exhaustion, a lot of it too. So yeah, not really the wisest move. We'll make a quick stop over there, and that is if these ships actually can make it. I think I burnt myself on this before, but then I sent them straight to Central Britain, so that might be a problem. We should probably colonize Hawaii and use it as a parking spot, so to speak, on our way over. And I think these ships can easily make it to Bithynia, Palawan to... Well, you know what, you guys are going to make a little bit of a detour here and take that back. Boom. So yeah, considering about it that way, I should probably place one of them here to smash down the Castilian things here. Let's create a new one there and a new one here. That's actually become a full colonialism. I think we'll actually go for that. I believe these two are actually bordered some way or another. But still, we'll wait a little bit. We'll take care of Manchu and quite possibly Ming too. And then we'll start to start to move, I guess you could say. The only thing I'm really waiting for now is for these two armies to reinforce. Then we'll actually dump them down in Ming territory here and have them start conquest. But the only real issue here is war exhaustion. Once again, it will be a bitch to deal with. So I'd prefer to get it down. If I had a system like in EU4 where it would be easy to get it down, it would be quite beneficial to do so. But right now, I guess I go as far as to say that we're actually pretty much ready. It will take about 3 years to get this down. It will take 2 years to get this down. So we'll go ahead, wait another year, probably take out Manchu if we can, without getting Ming into it. They didn't join the other war, don't think they'll join this one. And hopefully we'll be able to lure them into a war here, because that would be really beneficial. Also, we could also go after Japan here, but they're also guaranteed by Ming. But that is actually a more viable solution right now, to go after... there's a lot of provinces here, they are worth a lot too. So going after them could probably be beneficial, especially if we start out with this island and take this island and so forth. But to do that I need warships, and I don't really have any galleons over here, I only have caravels. So yeah, I guess you could say that this is yet another one of my planning phases. Next time we'll probably make the decision Japan or Ming, or I'll actually leave it up to you guys. Should I go for Ming or should I go for Japan? I'll probably take Manchu either way, but otherwise, which one of them should I go for first? So drop a comment, tell me what you want me to do, and that'll be the end of this one. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, some praise, criticism, anything you feel like really, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.